Assalamu alaikum to dear session chair and co-chair. Myself Mohammad Abdullah Ansari. I am presenting on behalf of Naveed Khan. The topic of my presentation is comparative evaluation of bipolar and unipolar control technique based cascaded edge bridge multi-level inverter. The contents are introduction, description of proposed topology, performance analysis, comparative evaluation, conclusion, and finally the references. Coming towards the first point, introduction. The rapid rate of increment of conventional energy source is the major cause of stress on energy generation sector. Hence, to solve this problem, non-conventional energy sources like sun, wind, water, tidal, etc. are being exploited on a large scale. The problem with this source is that they needed to be converted into alternative, that is AC form of suitable value, and this problem is solved by power electronic inverters. Conventional inverters like two-level inverters, they produce high amount of harmonics along with useful power which is not required. Multi-level inverters which contains more than 3 level at the output waveform, they produce nearly sinusoidal waveform which is attained by cascading the values of DC voltage sources from the input side by using suitable switches like IGBT, MOSFETs, etc. Several classical topologies have been developed, and among them the three are very famous. The first one is CHB, cascaded edge bridge, second is FC, flying capacitor based, and third one is diode clamped. Among the three topologies, the first one, that is CHB topology, is simple in construction and modularity. That's why it is more practicable for implementation in medium as well as high power applications. Other topologies, FC and DC, they face the problem of voltage balance and excess number of components like capacitors and diodes respectively. Description of proposed topology. In the figure below, you can see each unit consisting of single isolated DC source along with 4 power electronic switches, and each unit or each cell is connected to another cell in order to amplify the voltage produced at each output node of each unit, that is E is equal to E1 plus E2 plus E3 and so on, and each cell produces 3 levels, plus EDC, 0 and minus EDC. The proposed topology consists of 4 units, which means 4 isolated DC sources and total of 16 switches, which are shown in the figure below. Coming towards the control scheme. In bipolar scheme, 2 switches are switched together at a time so as to make the pole voltage bipolar, which means this value which is shown by the arrow with respect to the midpoint of this DC source will either attain a positive value or negative value, not a zero value. Both carrier and reference signals are compared to a comparator, and the gate pulse is given to 2 switches simultaneously, 2 diagonal switches, that is S1 and S2 in the figure, and the complement of the signal is given to off diagonal switches, that is S3 and S4. As you can see in the figure below, high frequency carrier waves are used with sinusoidal signal of power frequency, that is 50 Hz. Circuit parameters. The table shows the circuit parameters of the proposed topology. Frequency of carrier signal is taken as 5000 Hz, reference signal of 50 Hz, voltage sources each of value 100 volts, IGBT switches, total 16 switches are used, and each with on state resistance of 1 milliohm. Load is 10 ohm and 20 millihenry. One point worth mentioning here is that the amplitude of reference signal and carrier signal and their ratio is known as amplitude modulation index, which I am going to use for further analysis in the further slides. This is the switching sequence, and as you can see in the table that two switches are switched simultaneously, which means S1 S2 are switched together and their complement S3 S4 are switched together, which means when these two switches are on, these are off, and when they are off, their alternate switches are on, and similarly in other units or in other cells also. So hence there are only 5 possible voltage levels: 4E1, 2E1, 0, -2E1 and -4E1. Performance analysis. Following parameters are considered for analysis. First one is output voltage, and by the formula stated in the right hand side, which is equal to the square root of integration of squared of the voltage waveform divided by time. This is the RMS value of the output voltage. Second one is THD, total harmonic distortion, which is calculated by the formula shown in the right hand side. Third one is switching stress, which is equal to the summation of all the products of peak value of voltage and current across each switches. And fourth one is power loss. Power loss basically comes for two reasons. First one is conduction loss and second one is switching loss. And the switching loss consists of both on to off loss and off to on loss, and conduction loss, which is I square R loss. And finally efficiency of inverter, which is equal to the ratio of output power to the input power given to the inverter. So we are discussing one by one. Output voltage transfer to load, and we are comparing bipolar scheme with unipolar scheme. And as you can see in the figure, bipolar scheme has higher value of fundamental component, and on the y-axis as you can see the values are 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 and so on up until 1. Why they are so? Because we are normalizing the values obtained for each scheme. Since both scheme will require different number of cells for producing equal number of voltage levels, that's why we normalize their values with common base, and x-axis is the amplitude modulation index, which is changing from 0.1 to 0.95. Second one is total harmonic distortion, and both go nearly hand in hand with each other. Third one is switching stress, and as you can see the switching stress for bipolar scheme is higher, because in bipolar scheme the voltage across each switch will be from plus to minus. Means for example plus 100 volt to minus 100 volt that is the difference is 200 volt, whereas in unipolar scheme it changes from either plus to 0 or minus to 0. For example, either from plus 100 to 0 or from 0 to minus 100, which means the difference is only 100. That's why they are nearly double of the bipolar scheme is nearly double of the unipolar, which is clear from the figure. Fourth one is power loss. Power loss also follow the same trend, almost double of that unipolar scheme, which means the bipolar scheme is surely going to have a less efficiency, which we will see in further slide. And you can see that the efficiency of bipolar scheme is less than unipolar scheme. Last one is conclusion. So in this paper we discussed simulation study of bipolar switching based CHB topology, performance parameters like RMS of output voltage, TSD, switching loss, switching stress and efficiency were analyzed and were compared with unipolar switching scheme. And it is found that the unipolar scheme outperforms bipolar scheme in almost all parameters like efficiency and power loss, and all the simulation was performed in MATLAB Simulink software. So these are the references. Thank you.